Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. What is this? Oh my god, it's not even on the lens, it's on the viewfinder. Wow. Right, so yeah, welcome back to my channel. As you can hear, I am not very well. Nothing serious, thankfully. It's just, apparently I had a really severe asthma flare-up, something I haven't had ever. So what you're hearing is completely husky voice because of asthma. I am getting over it, thankfully. I've had this for about a week. It has not been pleasant. Not being able to breathe isn't something I really recommend to anybody. So yeah, if you have asthma, get it checked out whenever they tell you to. Please do not do that. Don't forget, don't get lazy like me. Today I'm just going to talk to you, kind of following on from my previous video just a little bit. Not really going to be getting into depth as much. I kind of feel like maybe I can do more helpful videos. So I'm in my 30s and I kind of feel like maybe I've gone through quite a few things in my life without even realising them until like this point, that maybe I can help others that are going through it. I kind of feel like maybe that might be useful. I don't know. So I'm going to go through a video today with you when things maybe feel like they're piling on top of you, there's getting too much stuff. It's like you're drowning in everything. Like maybe there isn't one part of your life where you feel like you can just relax. Maybe you go to work and there's just so many things coming at you all the time. You go home and you've got to do laundry and cook and clean and there's just stuff everywhere and you need to do it, but you just can't because you just want to be like left alone. You know, like I think everybody gets those times in their life where they literally do just want to be left alone and they kind of just can't deal with it because every single point in their life just is like a wall. So they just constantly hit a wall and they just, like, you just can't see a way out of it. And you struggle with it and you just wish you could just literally run away from it all and just be forgotten, and then maybe when you come back it'll all just be gone and done and someone else has done it all. It doesn't always work like that, but maybe that's just like something perhaps maybe you're going through. So I've been through that before. I have actually been through that on a couple of occasions. Not too in depth, like it hasn't been like too serious, because the times when I have gone through it seriously I think has been in my life 3 times. I've been in that predicament where I have felt literally drowned by everything. I haven't felt like I can talk to anybody. I haven't felt like there's anybody I can turn to say, please just help me. Just can you please do this for me right now, because I just can't take any more on. You know, it just feels like you're so on your own and you feel trapped. Now for me personally, I've had to learn to ask for help because I have always felt like it's very weak to ask for help, and I know how crazy that sounds probably right now, but I always felt like if I turned to someone and said, can you please help me, I have been used to having people be like, no, you know, I have to do this, and then they just start on me and I think, oh my god, that's not what I'm looking for. I just wanted help with something. I didn't want an argument. I didn't want you to go and tell me why you can't do it, you know. So I've often been met with selfish people that are only out to sort of look after themselves and they don't want to help anybody else as well. So I've just had like this constant barrows of like walls all over the place throughout my life with stuff. So I kind of gave up asking for help after a while and I would just struggle on my own. And occasionally it did pay off, because I think when you are struggling with something and you do manage to get through it, it is more of a payoff. For me personally, with a few things, it's made me really strong, and now I can actually talk to others and help them with things and be like, oh, I've been there, trust me, just try this, this and this, you know, give that your best shot. And I always feel like I'm there to have people talk to me as well, because it's not a fun position to be in if you've ever been like that. So I do try and like help other people like that. But when things are piling up on you, like people always tend to tell you as well their own story of it. So like if you go, oh, I'm having such a bad day, they tell you their bad day, but they don't really ask you why, or have you tried this, or like are you going to go and speak to this person? Are you going to go and do this? Maybe this will be better. They don't try and like help you with your bad day. They just tell you what their problems are. And I find it really funny because it's almost like they're trying to empathize with you, and they kind of feel like maybe by telling you their issues that it's going to help you, and it really doesn't. So I'm just going to try and give you an idea of maybe what you can do if you find yourself literally like drowning in all this stuff. And these are things that I've done that have helped me, and I've literally figured this out on my own because I haven't had anybody just like, I need your help, get me out of this hole that I'm in. I've literally had to like drag myself out of it. So this is why I feel like maybe this can help. When you're actually physically like in the situation where maybe you're getting like an anxiety thing and it's building up and it's just getting all a bit too much, and you're literally thinking, oh my god, like you get all like tense and stuff, and you think, I can't do this right now. Walk away. This is really hard for me to do. I'm a very stubborn character. I'm very much like, if you have an argument with me, I'm like a lawyer, I'm going to bring all the facts to you, you know. So sometimes though, when it's too much, you need to just cut loose and walk away. Cut loose, does anyone say that anymore? It's not even a thing. But yeah, you need to walk away. Honestly, just walk away. Because all of this is coming from a lot of different places. It's coming from you, it's coming from the person or people you're around or the place that you're in. Seriously, just walk away. Just let it go. Physically walk away, walk out the building, just go somewhere completely different, and just focus on yourself. Okay? For however long you need to, just center yourself, breathe in and out, keep your eyes closed, literally just go through anything you need to in your head. If you need to analyze that moment of what's going on or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just get inside here and just calm yourself down. Okay, because when you're in that moment where you're maybe like this and you're feeling trapped and you just don't know, anything can happen. You could end up having an argument with somebody, you can end up being horrible to somebody, you could say things that you don't actually mean, like, you know, you might just lash out just to like almost get to like back off maybe. You don't want to do that. You need to just literally take yourself away, decompress, figure it out a little bit, and then you can come back to it. But yeah, you do need to take yourself away from that situation and just breathe, step out of it and be like, do you know what? What's happening right now? It's not that big a deal and it's going to be okay. Okay? Because like these situations, usually you will find yourself to be okay in the end. It's a long haul to get there, but you will be fine. So sometimes you need to just remove yourself from that situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not weak. It's not running away. It's actually looking after yourself, okay? And it's okay to look after yourself. If you're getting like that, honestly, just walk away. You're protecting yourself and looking after yourself by doing that. Whatever the other people may think, like, you don't know what they're thinking, but if you think they're thinking that you're weak and you're running away and stuff, let them think that, okay? Because when you do come back, you're going to be so much stronger. Like, you will be able to really take on anything. But you need to compose yourself. You need to just remove yourself from the situation, come back, and then you'll be ready to go. Because I think with a lot of people like myself, when you're intuitive and all this stuff, there's so much stuff rambling around in your brain. It just literally eats away at you. And you just lose yourself. And it's almost like you become everything else so much that then you can't figure out what's going on. You want to say stuff but you can't, and in the end you just sort of like blurt stuff out to sort of make people like almost shocked or like take a step back, when really you need to just boop and out you go, and then you can come back in again. Okay, so yeah, just remember, when there's too much stuff happening there and then, just remove yourself, take a breather. So the next thing to do is, when there's lots of stuff around you, so maybe you've got laundry, you've got dishes to do, you've got to cook, you have to vacuum, you've got to, I don't know, clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen, clean the car, maybe you've got a family, you have to go pick the kids up. You know, in a day, say you've got a day off and you have to do all that stuff. plus you've got shopping to do, you've got to get new football kit for the kids, or like, you know, just think about all the things you might do on a day, and that's just stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. There is so much to do even in a day, it can be overwhelming. Just remember that all that stuff is doable. You do it all the time. When you start to think about it though, that's, I think, like when it starts to set in. Because I know, like, I'll get up in a day, I look around and be like, there's not too much to do, it's fine. And I think, oh, and when it starts to dawn on me, there is a lot here, I can't do all this. That's when that will start to sink in of, I can't do it. You just don't think about it, which I know is like really crazy and kind of strange, but just don't overthink stuff. As soon as you start to overthink things, that's when that sets in and you think, I can't do this. And so many things kick in then. You have your self-doubt, you've got fear, you've got your anxiety, you know, all that literally just washes in and you think, I can't do it. And you cripple up and you go, no. You might do one or two things, but you're like, I can't do all this. You literally start to shut off. Just don't analyse this stuff, okay? Laundry, you've done it 1,000 times. Not a big deal. Cook something that's relatively easy and it's not a problem. Washing the car, not a problem, you've done it loads of times. You know, all these things you have done hundreds of times before. Really, it's all doable stuff. Don't let things like chores and that get on top of you. You know, and also, if it's something like you've got a messy room or something, don't let that eat away at you. You know, like, there are bigger problems, like there are bigger fish to fry, there's a bigger picture. If you've got a messy room, don't let it get to you, okay? Seriously. Sometimes, like, it's really not a big deal. Having a messy room is not a big deal. Mine in here, I mean, there's stuff scattered around in places that, like, I even forgot that was down there. Huh. So, you know, there's places around here that I wouldn't show you guys because it's messy, but I mean, I'm not bothered about it. It could be nicer, there's ways of making it nicer, but you know, it costs time and money, and I think, well, I have got other things really that I should be doing with that time and money, so this isn't a big deal. It's not a problem. So, you know, only let that stuff get to you unless you're actually going to do it, you know. If it's really bad, just get it done. It literally doesn't take 2 minutes, but when you start to overthink it, that's when you think, I can't do it. If you literally just go, right, I'm going to grab a box, I'm just going to throw stuff out, you know, it feels so much better afterwards as well when you have done it. It's all doable stuff, so really don't overthink things. As soon as you start to analyse little things, you think, I can't do it. No, you can do it. You really, really can do it. You've done it loads of times before. You need to sort of just let go and be like, it's okay. And what I can't do today, I'll just do tomorrow. Or do one little thing every evening. So just come home and just clear up one little area and do like a couple of dishes, you know, just do bits at a time. You know, no one's telling you have to do these things. That's you telling you have to do these things. So really it's just one big vicious circle that you're telling yourself you have to do it, whilst analysing going, I can't do this. You're just having a fight with yourself really at the end of the day. Honestly, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's all doable. You'll get there. Don't worry. So sticking with all of that is another thing that might help you is doing lists. Now, I love lists. I could spend hours just writing list after list after list of things to do and stuff. Just, I don't know what it is about lists. I'm not the most organised of people. I look really organised. But when you actually look into my organisations, then you're kind of like, my organisations? Like, I have loads of stuff. Like, if you actually look into my organising, then you would see, you'd be like, how does she actually manage any of this stuff? Because you would look at it and be like, how does she even cope with this? Like, I get what I'm doing, but nobody else understands still. But lists are my best friends. Post-it notes, I have got, where I edit my films, like my videos, I literally have post-it notes all over the desk in different colours for stuff, with little notes on, like, it's crazy. I have got books, because I started blogging now as well, I have got paper literally everywhere. I've got all this paper, I've got books, Downstairs I've got 5 more books as well that are like half written through with stuff on. I've always got bits of paper around to scribble stuff on, ideas and notes. So like it does help because my brain can just take in so much stuff sometimes that I sort of think I'm going to forget that, or that's really important, I'm going to write that down. So what I do is I literally take it out of my brain, put it on a piece of paper, post-it note, whatever, and then I don't have to worry about forgetting it. So I would advise anybody that's maybe like this and just has so much stuff happening in their head, just get some post-it notes or get a little book or a diary, whatever, and literally just put it down on paper, because then you don't have to keep it in here, and that makes a lot more room for stuff. And then that way also you don't get stressed out about forgetting things, you don't worry about anything so much because it's on paper. So, you know, stick it on the fridge, put it on the calendar, wherever. Just do that, and it seriously like opens you up a little bit more up here and makes things a little less crazy for you. Okay, so this is the hardest thing to do. I think for, well, not anyone. Some people can say this and you're like, oh, that's very matter of fact, so that's not going to happen. And you don't question it. But for people that are like super nice, who like to please everybody and doesn't like to upset anybody and just wants everybody to be like thought of and blah blah blah, then saying no is one of the hardest things to do. So I have learnt to say no. People find it weird now when I say no. So someone comes and says, oh, Jane, can you do this? I'll just go, oh no, I can't do that right now. And I will even say like, oh, can you get such and such to do that said? Because I will take on so much stuff that they don't even realise, that they won't even see, that they feel they can just add another thing to it. That I've broken down before and I'm just like, I can't do another thing. It's impossible for me to do another thing. So I've had to learn to say no. And when I do, they do get a bit like, oh, right, okay. And there's this weird atmosphere then of like, Jane never says no. Jane always just does the things that we need her to. Why, like, who we ask now? And it's a little bit weird because I have had that a couple of times. And part of me's like, oh my god, I've let them down. Like, I could do that so quickly and so easily, but I've got all these other things to do. And I have like this little internal battle of like, that's really against your character. It's not like you just say no, you like to help everybody. But there's the other side of me that's like, do you know what? No, I've had enough and I want to say no now, and that's just how it's going to be, able to deal with it. And it's like this internal struggle. I'm just like, oh. But yeah, you got to learn to say no. You don't have to even give. You don't even have to give an actual reason. You can just say no. There doesn't have to be a reason. People don't even give reasons sometimes. They just say no, and everyone's like, okay. You know, but for people that say yes all the time, it's going to really throw everyone out. But you can say no. Can you do this for me? No, I can't right now. It is actually really that easy, and I have done that, and it's been bliss because then I can get on with everything else. So if I've got a stack of work to do, I'm very particular about my work. Like, I like to make it as perfect. Like, I'm about the detail. I get it perfect. I get it right. I hate getting things wrong with it. You know, I'm very, very specific with it. So if I have something thrown at me and I think, well, I'm going to have to do this now instead, and this is going to get like, it's not going to be as good as it could be because I'm doing it, I get stressed out about that because my work ethic is so to the detail on this stuff that if I'm having to do that and this is jeopardised, I literally just like, I can't, this is not good. It's not good. I hate it. So if I know something's going to jeopardise my work I've got here already, I've learned to say no because I want this to be the best. So it's not about like being horrible or letting people down. It's actually, again, thinking about how well you are doing something, and you're having to like in some respects with people like us, you are doing your absolute best for somebody already, or like a group of other people. You don't want to take something on and do it a bit like half-assed. And then this also goes down to the dumps because you're trying to do it's just pointless. And it will actually just upset you more, because you think, wow, I've just created a load of rubbish. What have I been doing all these days, you know? And it just annoys you more. So honestly, saying no, it's not a bad thing. You're saying no because you're looking after yourself, and you're actually looking after other people by saying no to something that, no, I don't want to do that. You know, I've got other things that I'm doing right now. I want them to be really good. Please don't give that to me, purely because it's just not going to be as good as it could be, you know? It's that struggle of, I can't put the time and energy into that. It's not going to be very good. Please don't put that on me. No, I'd really rather you didn't. It's not going to be the best. So, you know, there's something you can even say to people if you don't know how to say no. So another really difficult thing for us types to do is be selfish. Now, a lot of people I know can be very selfish people. It's just human nature, it's who we are, it's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing, but for the majority of people it's not too bad. Obviously my selfish side of it is like, I go and say like, could I please help you up? And like, no, I'm doing my own thing, you know, blah 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 blah. Which kind of brings me back to, maybe that's me being selfish on the no thing. But it's definitely different, I swear it's different. Somehow, I have to try and think of like an example. So yeah, the selfish thing is sort of like, oh no, right, okay, so the selfish thing would actually be like, I need to do this now, like I need this thing, and that person's like, no, you can't have this thing because I'm going to be using it, and so no, you can't do that. That's like the more selfish thing of like, well, you know, if I was there and you needed it, I would let you use it. That's the selfish side there. So yeah, that is a problem for me. If I'm using something and people need it, I'll be like, oh, well, you know, you're going to be quick, aren't you? Go for it. They do it, they're off. Whereas like for me, it's like, great, I will just wait a few hours until I can do what I need to do. That's fine. You know, eats away at me a little bit, but it's fine, it's okay. I will find something else to do on the list of things that I've made. So you see how that comes back around? So what I would advise is have alone time. So what I've started to do now, because like I think I've like the past probably 10 years I've completely lost like myself. It's a bit weird. But I've noticed that I pour so much time and energy into other people that I started to lose who I was. People out there will get that if this has happened to you. So you start to sort of lose who you are, you're not sure what you like, what you don't like it's a little bit weird. So once a week now, what I actually do is I am selfish once a week. Usually on a Thursday, I will come home and I will actually have tea, and then I will have a bath. And there's something about a bath now, like I never used to have baths. I came from having baths and I hated them. When I got showers, like, oh my god, hallelujah, a shower, you know, showers are amazing. And the past few months I've actually gone back to just having baths. So I'll still have showers, but I'll have a bath at least once a week now. And it's like a bit of a ritual for me, and it's really nice. And I literally have a couple of hours where it's just all about me. And it's lovely. I will run a hot bath. I will put a bath bomb in there, which I've bought a load of Lush bath bombs today. Oh, I'm so excited. So I will put a bath bomb in there. I will have the toilet seat down with my iPad on it, and I will watch Netflix on there. I'll watch a film, or I'll watch some series. Then I just go to bed. And then I usually have like a couple of days off after that anyway. And it's just nice because then I feel more in tune with it. So then if I have to wake up Friday and there's loads of stuff to do, I've already sort of kick-started off my sort of like weekend like that. And it's really nice to actually do that. So if you can be selfish like that at least once a week, honestly, it's the best thing ever. But yeah, I really do encourage people that give out so much just to close yourself off for a moment and seriously be selfish. Enjoy time to yourself. Do something you really want to do, whether it's with somebody or on your own. If there's somebody that doesn't want to do it with you, do it on your own and enjoy it, you know. You're allowed to. You give out so much all the time. Just have a little bit for yourself now and again, and it really will recharge you. It sets you back on track. It totally balances you out a little bit, and yeah, just makes you a little bit more happier, like with everything around you, with everything that's going on. It just helps you so much more. So I would really encourage you to be selfish in that sense, just looking after yourself. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first now and again. Honestly, like I said, you put so much out there, just put yourself first now and again. So be selfish, and it will actually pay off in the long run, health-wise as well. It really helps for you to just have those moments where you're just looking after you. Okay, so that is pretty much my video for this week. I don't know how people are really taking me to just chatting, and I hope this is helpful to anybody out there. So yeah, I'm trying to just be more helpful, I guess. How weird is that? Like, I just want to help people all the time. It's so weird. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that maybe by me opening up and giving you some stuff that I've had to go through and how I've dealt with it, maybe that's going to help people out there. I'm sorry if they're a bit rambly. I'm not very good at just talking about this kind of thing as such. So I'm going to tell you about my blog on WordPress. There is a link down below. Check it out, because on there I seem to be better at writing about the stuff than talking about it, but I don't know, people might tune in and be okay with it. And on a side note, I will be making, obviously there's my wool tail video that's had quite a lot of views. I will be making at some point, oh hello, sorry. I will be making at some point a costume to go with this. If you don't know what this is Harley Quinn's bat from Suicide Squad. It's going to hit the wall, isn't it? Oh. But I will be doing a cosplay costume to do with this. It's going to be a big twist on it though. It's not going to be like your usual one that you see, but it's actually wood. I absolutely love this thing. It's so cool. But yeah, I will be doing like a Harley Quinn cosplay thing at some point. So I might be showing you how to make a tutu the Jane way, because I don't sew. And I have sewed a little bit before. I'm just not very good at it. So yeah, I'm going to try and make a tutu. If you want to see that as well, let me know in the comments below. And I'll try and make a tutu without having to sew anything. Let's see how that goes. And yeah, subscribe. Please subscribe. And I'll see you next week.